Here we go. I wanted to make a quick video giving a shout out to Anton Daniel. If you don't know, stick around in this video so I can show you the man that went online and show everybody how to deal with bullies. Like, how do you deal with somebody just trying to bully you? What's the correct way of doing it without violence? It's crazy. Here we have a video of Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb arguing and finishing up the argument in peace, no fighting. But it's crazy. By the way, my name is Noel. Welcome to Verbal on Life. This video is crazy. A fight was about to break out between, well, if you know, you know, Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Check out this review. So I'll give you guys more backstory.
The Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels situation has gotten worse since the last time we covered it.
I don't do no sucking shit. No sucking shit on me.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now. Phone right down, right now. I'm going up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm doing this shit on the internet.
I'll show you I ain't.
Here we got Anton Daniels, the guy with the glasses. You know, he went into Corey Holcomb, which is the guy in the white hat. And the guy in the white hat decided to press Anton Daniel for dissing him. So that's crazy that he was able to get in his face and yell at him. At no point did he take a swing at him or hit him. Just got really, really loud and tried to put fear in him. And it was nice that Anton Daniels sat there with no fear, looked him dead in the eye and said, let's go. Let's go out back and talk about it. Not fight in front of the camera because you're doing it for the internet. You know, a lot of times, well, Corey Holcomb is one of the guys that's working for the plantation. He's part of the Democratic plantation that keeps people not complaining about what's going on in politics. The man does a good job through entertainment because the man is a comedian. If you don't know, Corey Holcomb, the guy with the white hat, is a comedian. And he uses his platform to make sure that his followers don't vote or don't try to participate in the community. Matter of fact, just keeping people down. You know, stay away from doing good shit. And that's his team. You're on his side. So what does that mean? Don't get an education. You know, don't dress right. Don't look to do things properly to make yourself better. Man, the man is just down at the bottom. So for Anton Daniels to go on his show, man, just for doing that, round of applause. Having the balls to just get on his show and talk crazy to Anton. Talk crazy to Corey. Because Corey Holcomb think he's slick. He does what high school kids or middle school kids do within each other. Get really loud in people's face and try to put fear in you. But it's like, these are two grown-ass men. That shit don't work. When you have a career, you got money on the line, and you got your physical health on the line.
Doing it for the internet.
Because you ain't going to do shit. Because you're not going to do shit.
Come at me with that sucking.
He said, because you ain't going to do shit. And this man said, you ain't going to do nothing. Say it again. Say it again. Like, I don't know what movie he saw that a guy has to call him a dick sucker twice in order for him to respond. Just the first time around, he was supposed to take a swing. But this man went and said, say it again.
You're not going to come at me with,
Say I suck again.
we can go all back right now. We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say this.
We can go all back right
Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks.
See that? Daniels did it right. He said, let's get away from the camera and let's do this. So we could show that we're not doing it for the internet. Let's just get it on in the backyard. Yo, man, that is tough. That is tougher than screaming on people's faces. So right there, Corey Holcomb just wants to be a bully and put fear in him by screaming and raising his voice.
Argument started, and they almost came to blows because Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb be sucking black people's D in a conversation about holding your own people accountable. Corey Holcomb says Anton Daniels only speak badly about black people and don't address white people at all. Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb only speak highly of black people and he be sucking their D. That got, Corey Holcomb very upset. Anton Daniels.
That's keeping it real. Like, I like the fact that he may be talking bad about black people, pushing them to improve, to do better, be better, right? You got to point out what's bad in a kid, in a young person. Let them know that's bad. We don't do that. You shouldn't act that way. You shouldn't dress that way. Be better. And then you got Corey Holcomb saying, no, you're doing good. Keep dressing like a bum. Keep going out there, committing crimes. You're doing good. You're doing right. You're crashing out. That's the right way of doing things, crashing out. You go to jail a couple of times, it's all good, keep going. That's like the wrong message. So finally, somebody to be saying, no, we don't do that. We're better than that. This shit is stupid. You got people coming from other countries, learning the system and becoming better than those that grew here, feel entitled. But Anton Daniels is doing his God's work. All right? 101, no fear. Going into the lion's den, meeting up with the enemies. Man, it's crazy.
To his credit, didn't back down. Corey Holcomb ultimately chose to be mature and not get violent with Anton Daniels during the podcast. But Anton Daniels' actions after this podcast has made Corey Holcomb regret not being violent with Anton.
Right here, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now here you got Daniels talking shit and living it up. All right? Celebrating how hard or how tough he got with Corey Holcomb. So I got to give him props for that. Fucking get your points.
That was like this. Yeah. He was holding the microphone like this.
Look at the lady.
That's the honest to God on everything.
The lady
was shaking like a stripper, bro.
So Corey Holcomb was shaking in his boots, terrified of Anton Daniels. I got it.
I know people don't know this, but that's what I do. I don't talk about it online. I shoot fair ones all the time.
Anton, bro. Yeah, I blame Corey Holcomb, man. A square catch, 1W, man. They start acting outside their body.
I got 3.
I want to see how Corey Holcomb responds to this. Because this man did a tour through many different channels talking shit about Corey Holcomb, about how he took a L, how he let somebody on Square come into his show, shut him down, press him. And at the end of the day, Corey Holcomb took the huge L.
Brothers, nephews, friends. If we have a problem, we shoot a fair one.
Yeah.
That's not me being tough. I'm not tough. I'm not none of that shit. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey.
Yo, this man got the license to say whatever he wants, right? He did what nobody else has the balls to do. Walk into the lion's den, go to the bottom of the barrel, because nobody works with Corey, all right? Nobody likes to go to the bottom of the barrel and deal with the bums out in the street. So this man is doing God's work, and now he's celebrating the fact that I will fuck that guy, excuse my language, I will destroy that man.
Holcomb really created a monster, bro.
Yep.
But the nastiest part about this all is Anton saying that he did this for Black MAGA.
Free Media says, thank you for standing tall for Black conservative men. Oh, yeah, they think they think that just because we Republican and we conservative that we
Crazy how Square switch up so fast. Yo, a Square will go from, I'm not a violent guy, I'm not a tough guy, man, I don't want no smoke, bro, I'm not gangster, to the moment they was able to finesse or swindle a W in the internet's eyes in a physical confrontation, they will go from, oh, I'm not no tough guy, to language like this in a heartbeat.
To the rare moment. All right, yes, let's celebrate that win. It was a huge win, and every single channel online needs to celebrate this man. All right? Who does that? Nobody else does. Everybody got fear of going into Corey Holcomb's channel because the man eats up anybody that goes there. All right? And it's always what Corey Holcomb says. So, hey, let's celebrate this man. He took a giant W and was able to walk out of there with no injuries, physical injuries.
Corey would have got the shit beat out of him.
Anton has gotten so beside himself after getting his W over Corey Holcomb that Anton is now telling people that podcasters are terrified to sit down and look him in his eyes in person, as if like he's some type of boogeyman or something, man.
I'm keeping it 100, bro. I'm keeping it 100. Man, I knew that nigga wasn't gonna do nothing. That nigga was shaking like a stripper. He telling Darlene, "Hey, move over there. Let me get next to this." That's for the internet. That's straight up for the internet. I never moved. I sat right there, right next to that, and I continued.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the right platform to talk like this. Look at the ladies. They're just staring forward. They could care less. They don't know anything that has to do with men fighting each other. Fuck it. But I think he should have spoken less.
To cook that the whole time. I was in his backyard. I'm in LA right now in his spot with his people all around talking to that. Talking to that. Let me tell you, he never coming back from this. That's why I'm telling y'all, whenever his show ends, need to download that shit and never let him forget it, because I don't go based off. That's why I told Mika, right? Because I had Mika with me. And the reason why I brought Mika with me is because I wanted to promote her show and shit. Neither here nor there. I told Mika, I told my security, and I told somebody else. I said, I'm not doing nobody else's platform unless it's gonna be face to face.
I
told a Millionaire Morning Show that. Because
so this is a rare moment, all right, for a square to go into the Lions Den and get a W and walk out of there with no physical problems, showing the truth that these old men, they keep me talking like teenagers, like senior citizens.
Everybody talk a good game until you right there in front of them.
All right, man. The industry terrified of Anton Daniels, man. All right, bro. All right, man. Yo, some people just aren't used to taking W's, man. I'm actually a fan of Anton Daniels, the content creator, because Anton Daniels, he put in a lot of hard work, and he produces a lot of content that are somewhat entertaining. I kind of click off once Anton Daniels start getting into like the shucking and jiving and the bootlicking. I kind of click off because I don't want to have a negative opinion of Anton Daniels. Feel me, bro? Like I don't really want to, like hate the dude, bro. Right? And and certain things he get into, I just can't rock with. But this new arc now of like he Suge Knight now, he Suge.
Anyway, the man got a big W, a win, a public win. All right? No more tough talk. That's it. You know what I mean? He was able to walk in there and raise his voice and get in front of Corey Holcomb's face with no fear. So I don't know, man. He got everything on his side after that win. I just wanted to show that video and give you guys my opinion. The fact that high school kids, everybody has to grow up with that bully in high school that wants to raise their voice and be tough. But in the end, we know they're just talking and yelling. They don't really do anything. They're not going to raise their hands against you. Like, not only did Anton Daniel raise up on him, but told him, yo, back up. You ain't going to do shit. And it was true. He didn't do a damn thing. But comment down below, what did you think about the whole fight between those two? Man, that was a historic fight. And we got to give credit to that square. Yeah, Anton Daniels. Call him a square, call him whatever you want to call him, but you can't call him a loser or scared or no fake bullies. Because that man, Corey Holcomb, he's fake. He's a comedian, and he's using entertainment entertainment to just keep black people down. That's it. So what do they say? They always say those at the bottom, they love company. Losers love to have other losers with them. They just don't like it when you get above them. They want to keep you below them. So they're in a horrible position trying to bring more people down. So that's why nobody messes with Corey Holcomb. You know, he got fan base. People watch him and they laugh. But the road that man takes, only stupid people follow. So don't follow that guy. Anton Daniel, I don't know. He's making money and he's showing that you don't have to walk around with fear of stupid people who just got a loud mouth. But yeah, that guy just reminds me of high school. In middle school, stupid fake bullying. All right. With that said, see you guys in the next video. Peace. I gotta go. See if I can stand up.